it's always been my dream to be an actor. And when I was younger, I did like a bunch of other theater for like my church and outside of it. And then when it came into school, the only thing I really could have done was musical theater because we don't have a big theater thing here. But it's also, I guess, it's another outlet to perform for because it's different than normal theater because you're singing, you're doing more exaggerated motions, and there's something, I guess, more appealing to that than normal theater.
Well, it all started in middle school when I got into theater first, just basic plays and all that, and it was kind of fun for me to do. And then eventually it developed into musical theater because my seventh grade English teacher introduced me to the musical Hamilton, and it became a part of me pretty much.
Well, I love being dramatic, over exaggerating things. It's a problem sometimes. Um, but I was just in middle school and it was like an elective, and I really, really liked it. And then some of my upperclassmen friends were doing the musicals here, and so I started doing those.
Well, I joined musical theater because this past year I joined choir. Middle school, I was in choir classes, and at some point I just kind of quit to go into art. And after being in choir this year, I realized I wanted to stay in singing and stuff. So I saw musical theater was an option, and I kind of realized I like the people that's here, and overall I just love the energy that's there. And going into theater, I think that's probably been the best thing about this year.
If you've seen the Disney animated movie, I'm the little monkey that just like follows around Tarzan everywhere and like causes mayhem. Um, Turk is very funny, very narcissistic. He definitely thinks he's smarter than everybody else in the room.
Right.
Turk doesn't like Jane. That's really funny. But I'm gonna leave it at that because you gotta come see the musical if you want to know.
Well, Jane is like me. She's a super clumsy character. She loves outdoors and she loves animals so much, and she loves different plants and all this. And most of all, she reminds me of myself. Growing up, I was a kid who liked to watch documentaries and stuff like that based off of animals. So I think people should especially be excited because she's such a fun character, and she just always likes to go around and, she's kind of weird. She's kind of quirky in different ways, but not too bad. I just love her so much. I think other people would love her so much once they see her because she's just so extraordinary, as she would say about herself, I think.
The best thing about Tarzan, probably the villain, Clayton, because he's just this terrorizing force, and definitely not because I play him or anything, but he's just a scary guy. He's very exuberant and just like very aggressive, and he's a fun character to have in the musical.
The guy, I'm Tarzan, that's me. So, I meet Jane and all that and try to figure out who I am inside and if I'm a gorilla or a human.
Honestly, I think that people should come see the play because it's a whole different experience. Our cast members have such a very close and like tight-knit relationship. Like a lot of us have all known each other since elementary school and so on. And a lot of us got to reconnect with each other in so many different ways. And honestly, I think it's especially great to come over and support us, and then, just see the community that we built around each other. And also, especially because the play is really fun.
Well, I mean, aside from the fact that I'm in it and that literally we have the greatest cast ever for it, it's a very fun and musical for the family, but there's also the more emotional moments that I think will resonate with other people who aren't really, as family oriented as some people at the school. I think anyone can find enjoyment in it, really, is what I'm saying.
We've definitely been working very hard, and there's a lot of intricate things that go into it, and it's definitely more advanced than our last year one, where we only had one set and that was it. This one we have different sets, and we even have different parts of like bringing it to life. So it's fun for everyone, and plus it's a movie pretty much almost everyone knows. So should be a fun time.
Why should people come to Tarzan? 1, because we've worked really hard on it. 2, Mr. Ring worked really, really hard on our set with his wife, Miss Whitford. Number 3, It's hilarious. It's very, very funny. And number 4, it's only $5 for students, faculty, and only $10 for adults. And like the little kids get in free.